In this week's video, I wanted to take you along a typical witchy week in my life. Now, frankly, I don't think there's anything extraordinarily esoteric or magical about my life, but when I add up each little act of gathering, gratitude, and creating, it really equals something special. And this past week was a special one indeed, because this past weekend I attended my first ever market event as a vendor, where I sold not only my art prints, but some of the herbal crafts that I've shared in this video, things that I've been making on here for years now. I had actually intended to share this video the day of, but the clock seemed to speed up at the final moments, and I needed to put all of my focus on the work at hand. I hope you understand my lateness. The opportunity for the event came out of nowhere, right as I'd been focusing my energy more on my herbal practice and magic. In fact, on the day I started crafting the prosperity charm from last week's video, I received the invitation to be a vendor. Call it magic or simply a coincidence, but I'm grateful for the opportunity all the same, and I worked night and day to bring together a hopefully beautiful experience for those who attended. I did, however, choose to include some of the process for you all. It began as it always does, outside in nature. The elderflowers have arrived in huge abundance, so I've gathered some to craft a healing salve, and later on in the video I'll be sharing how I make my intention oil for the full moon. So this video will certainly be a mix of magical and medicinal crafting. I hope you enjoy. I have a lot of fever feel. So I wasn't going to film a video because I wanted to lock into this work, but at the same time I did want to bring you guys along because that way you can enjoy the process as well, because this is what I do, it's what I love doing, it's what I love making, and though I won't be able to show you everything, just time restrictions and practicality, I would like to show you bits and pieces. So just to fill you in a little bit on what we're going to be doing, I have a bunch of dried elder here and some more drying behind me, so I'm going to be processing these to make a topical medicinal salve for wound healing, skin irritations, and that sort of thing. That's more of the medicinal aspect of what I'll be making today, and I think I made this last year as well, only this time I have much more elder to work with. But also something very new and exciting, or I suppose I'm returning to my roots again with my witchcraft practice, is I'm going to be making an intention oil. These are anointing spell oils for full moon rituals, for any sort of holidays or petitions or whatever you might want to use them for. And the blends I keep secret, they're my own recipes, though I will be sharing one recipe with you, so we'll also be crafting that today as well. So we're gonna have a blend of medicine and magic, if you will. I also do apologize, it is very dark in here. I think it's supposed to rain sometimes, so again, it's not an ideal setting for a video. I've also busted out my wide-angle lens here because I'm about to show you the absolute chaos that is going on my table, but in the vein of being more like authentic on this channel, I want to show you the mess that I've created for myself and for all of you to enjoy. So without further ado, I'm going to show you that, and then we're going to get started probably making the salve, because that's where I need the most focus, since it is going to be used by other people on their skin, and I don't want it to be contaminated with my tomfoolery. So let's do it. I've been using this pestle and mortar as a bookend for the past several months, so I just kind of had to scrub it up a bit. There's something very relaxing about grinding herbs in my mortar and pestle. It's very cathartic, or maybe I just have a lot of inner rage. But in any case, this to me is one of the most important parts of making my salve, of working with herbs, is when I'm grinding them, I'm focusing on their magical properties. Even if I'm just making medicine like this, I try to focus on elderflower being an herb for strength, protection, and prosperity, and imbuing my intent into my work. So not only is this very relaxing, but it really helps me focus my intent on the medicine that I'm making. To weigh this now, or I might add in the rest. I have another jar, an entire jar here. This was the first batch that I picked, and I really want this salve to be very potent, especially with the elder leaves. That's really what we're looking for here, is the medicine from those. So I'm going to add all of this together, weigh it, and then we can start making the salve. And it's funny, a lot of people talk about elderflowers and elderberries, but I feel like the leaves are really left out, because for the salve, the leaves are actually more medicinally potent as far as a topical remedy. I did not know that. So I love learning something new every time I work with a familiar plant. So, yeah. You know, I hope I have enough oil for this. Guess who ran out of oil? I did, because look, I had a cup, and it really should be a little more to cover. I think I'm gonna go in and just crush the rest of this down, because a lot of them are just the leaves taking up all the volume, because I really don't want to drive to the supermarket just to get more oil. Though admittedly, I need to anyway now, because now I don't have enough for my spell oils. Oh, witchy problems, am I right? But it's gonna be very beautiful and potent medicine though. Okay, that actually works. So I'm going to snuff my candles, keep this on a low heat, lock my door, and go to the supermarket so I can get some more oil, but also I do need cheesecloth and maybe a chocolate bar. I need to make these oils by this weekend, and these little flower buds are not dry. And if we've learned anything, it is that oil plus water equals mold. So I am just unraveling these little flower buds, and I'm gonna just let these dry out on a cookie sheet in the oven on a very low heat, sort of how I dried out the elderberries. I personally love the slow process of taking my time, but in this case, this is a very important ingredient, and I think if we have good intentions behind what we do, and obviously if we're clean, then it's going to be okay. Let's get a couple of these guys out. Okay, so here I have my herbs for the Moon Maiden oil. I have some jasmine here, lavender buds, althea, and willow bark. point of a spout if it's gonna spill out everywhere anyway? This poor towel is just ruined though. I need some sacrificial towels. Lord, I'm losing my voice. I wanted to end the video by not only finalizing the elder salve, but showing you how I set up my table for the weekend with all of the things that I made. I had herbal salves, candles that I did not dip myself, but I did dress them up for the occasion, art prints, my spell bottles, and ritual oils. I have to say, everything was pretty well received, and I feel proud of everything I was able to pull together. That is a rare feeling indeed, especially for a perfectionist, but I'm so very grateful to be able to make things and share with others. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in the next one. Goodbye for now.